And now it is time for Corner Table. It's our exclusive theater review segment featuring legendary critic John Simon and actor and director Justin Brown. Simon, as many may know, who follow the theater game, he wrote for New York Magazine for more than 35 years. He's also written for the New York Times, Washington Post, among many others. Well, tonight, the pair take a look at King Kong.
Hello, Corner Table friends. Hey, John.
Hi.
How you doing?
Pretty well.
Love that. So tonight we're talking about King Kong, the musical. It is written by by Jack Thorne, who is one of the collaborators on Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It is scored, composed, and produced by Marius DeVries, and then songs by Eddie. Perfect.
That's the only perfect thing about it.
The one name. John, give me your initial thoughts on King Kong.
Well, I think the ape is impressive. The people are not. But on the other hand, it's derived from the Japanese bunraku, where you have puppets and handlers in black handling them. But there are only two handlers. Here, for the ape, you have about maybe 8 handlers, and it's too much. It's like flies on a corpse. You see too many little people running around pulling strings, and it somehow kills the illusion of the ape to some extent.
And not only that, though, I continued while watching the show thinking that the Kong puppet had more emotive value than any other actor on that stage. But these puppeteers are in these like black hoodies, but their faces are exposed, so it's not like their faces are blacked out. I was like, what am I watching? The entire time I was watching the show, I was like, why am I sitting here? How are people applauding for this? I also felt that it was grossly gratuitous. There was a lot of choreography, dancing for any senseless reason, and if you understand musicals, you understand that dancing, song, it all serves a purpose, a higher purpose. And for this, it almost felt like we're gonna make people dance because that's what people do in musicals. And I don't quite understand why you would do that. The only thing that I walked away from saying, good choice, was not casting a white woman in the lead role, because when you do, you immediately politicize the racial undertones of King Kong. The point of it, really.
On the other hand, the black woman whom they did cast,
whose name is Christiana.
She works hard, and I admire her effort, but I don't think she's a particularly winning actress.
I agree.
I don't think she has any personal charm.
It boils down to the idea that there are times where a piece is not the strongest or most captivating piece of theater you've ever seen, but this one particular performance really stands out and excites you to see something else for them in their future. I don't know if this did that for me for anyone in this cast.
No.
And the things that I did enjoy about the show were ruined by amalgamating them with a plethora of trash, in my opinion.
Yeah, and there was a lot of shouting and screaming going back and forth. The idea was to say that the woman somehow communicates with the ape, and that the ape somehow communicates with her. They were trying somehow to imply that there was some kind of major feeling for each other.
There was a whole, guys, there was a whole love song, an entire love song between this human being and this 2-story tall ape.
Yeah.
And let me emphasize that there's a lot of money on this stage.
Yes.
A lot of money. And I think that there are some very impressive things that are happening on a technological front on that stage, because it is the Broadway theater, but it is not enough to captivate an audience for the 2.5 hours worth of a show. So with that, Corner Table friends, we're gonna wrap up tonight's segment and say you should probably stay away from Kong, unless you want to be submerged in that kind of experience.
I agree completely.
Thank you, friends.
So, they liked the gorilla, but they didn't like the show. Find other plans for the weekend. All right, we're going to be right back to wrap things up, so please stay with us.